Each season in Pokemon Go, we have brand new field research tasks available for the duration of the season, but which are the best tasks to do to get you the best Pokemon as rewards? Well, in today's video, we will be going through exactly that, but it is worth pointing out that with the 10-10-10 IV floor of research, I'm not going to be talking about any Pokemon that want these sort of PvP IV spreads, because it is best to find them from the wild. So this video will focus mostly on those Pokemon for raid attacking and for Master League where you do want 15-15-15 IVs. So first up we have Dratini, whose evolution Dragonite as a Mega is the 12th best Dragon type attacker in the game. And Dragonite itself in the Master League is ranked 62. Dratini is available from the Catch a Dragon type Pokemon field research task, and whilst on the topic of this research task, Bagon is also a possible encounter from it, and it is perhaps even more relevant than Dratini and Dragonite, because its evolution Salamence as a Mega is the 8th best Dragon type attacker with Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor, and it's the 5th best flying type with Fire Fang and Fly. Worth noting as well, you can also get an encounter with Bagon from the Hatch an Egg research task, but it is in a pool of many more Pokemon than the Catch a Dragon type task, so it is going to be a lot more difficult to get from this one. Another Pokemon that is worth picking up from field research is Magikarp, because its evolution Gyarados as a Mega is the 6th best water type with Waterfall and Hydro Pump. It's also the 15th best Dark type with Bite and Crunch, and Gyarados itself is ranked 57 in the Master League. And Magikarp is available from the Catch 7 Pokemon task and the Make 10 Nice Throws task, but from the latter the reward pool is a lot larger, therefore Magikarp will be rarer from this task. But from the Catch 7 Pokemon task you could also pick up Wimpod, and with the 10-10-10 IV floor of field research, a Master League Galizapod will be the way to go. This Pokemon is also available from the Hatch an Egg task as well. Charmander and its evolutions Charmeleon and Charizard are good targets because Mega Charizard is the 2nd best fire type with Fire Spin and Blast Burn, and the candy can also be useful for powering up a G-Max Charizard, which is the 2nd best fire type for max battles. Charmander and its evolutions Charmeleon and Charizard are all possible encounters from the Catch 7 fire type Pokemon task, and you can get Mega Energy for Charizard from the Catch 10 fire type Pokemon task. We also have Bulbasaur available and its evolutions Ivysaur and Venusaur as a Mega is the 3rd best grass type with Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant, and all 3 of these Pokemon are possible encounters from the Catch 7 grass type Pokemon research task. And you can get Mega Energy for Venusaur from the Catch 10 grass type Pokemon task. This is similar for Blastoise. It's the 4th best water type attacker with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon, and Squirtle, Wartortle and Blastoise are all possible encounters from the Catch 7 water type Pokemon task. And you can get some Blastoise Mega Energy from the Catch 10 water type Pokemon task. Do note that all 3 of these starter Pokemon are also available from the Power Up Pokemon 3 times task, so that's another option to get them. Seaking could be worth getting for the Ultra League where it's ranked 85, and it does want 15-15 IVs, so the 10-10-10 IV floor would actually be beneficial here. And you can get this Pokemon as a possible encounter from the Catch 7 different species of Pokemon task. Roggenrola is a good option for a budget rock type attacker, being the 20th best with Smackdown and Meteor Beam, and it is available from the Catch 5 Pokemon with a Weather Boost task. And its first evolution Boldore is available from the Trader Pokemon task. Electabuzz could be an option to go after because its evolution Electivire is the 18th best electric type with Thundershock and Wild Charge, and it is a possible encounter from the Make 10 Curveball Throws task. Staravia is also available from this task, and whilst its evolution Staraptor isn't the most meta relevant currently, it does have a Mega evolution coming in the future that will actually be the 4th best flying type overall, with Gust and Fly. Machop could also be an option if you don't have any better fighting types, because Machamp is a good budget fighting type Pokemon, with Machop being a very common spawn, and from field research you do have a better chance of getting a higher IV one. The candy could also go to G-Max Machamp, which is the #1 fighting type attacker for max battles. Machop is available from the Make 10 Nice Throws task. Also available from this task is Trumbeak, and its evolution Toucannon is the 20th best flying type with Peck and Beak Blast. Jangmo-o is also one you could consider for its evolution Komo-o, being ranked 89 in the Master League, and this Pokemon is available from the Make 2 Excellent Throws task. Probably one of the best Pokemon available in field research this season though is Larvitar, with Mega Tyranitar being the best Dark type with Bite and Brutal Swing, and the 3rd best Rock type with Smackdown and Stone Edge. And Tyranitar itself is actually ranked 61 in the Master League. Larvitar is available from one of the more tricky tasks however, that requires you to make 3 excellent throws in a row, and if you are struggling to make these excellent throws, I do recommend finding a Pokemon with a big catch circle, maybe a legendary that has a low catch rate so you can get multiple throw attempts on the same Pokemon. I recommend using the circle lock technique if you can, or you could use one of the Kyurem adventure effects, because Black Kyurem's free shot can stop Pokemon from moving around to make it easier to land an excellent throw on a stationary target, or you could use White Kyurem's Ice Burn, which does slow down the catch circle when it's small. And from this task you can also have the chance to get an encounter with Beldum, and its evolution Metagross as a Mega is the 6th best Steel type with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash. And even though it is the 2nd best Steel type Mega because of Mega Lucario, if you do use Party Power, Mega Metagross is actually better overall. And even when it's not a Mega, Metagross is the 8th best Steel type, so it's a decent Pokemon to have regardless of whether you've got the energy to Mega Evolve it. And it is also one of the highest ranking Pokemon in the Master League at rank 3, which is actually really good for a non-legendary or mythical Pokemon that is easier to get and power up. One downside though is that it does want 2 legacy moves to be at its best, so that will require an elite fast TM and an elite charge TM. Also worth noting that Matang, the first evolution in the Metagross line, is available from the Winner Raid Field Research task, although it is amongst many other Pokemon as a possible reward. And as well as Larvitar and Beldum from the Make 3 Excellent Throws in a Row task, there is one other Pokemon that is a possible encounter as well, that being Gible. And its evolution Garchomp as a Mega is the 4th best Dragon type attacker in the game with Dragon Tail and Breaking Swipe, and it's the 2nd best ground type with Mudshot and Earth Power. And Garchomp itself is also ranked highly in the Master League at rank 24, but do note you also have a chance of getting the first evolution of Gible, Gabite, from the Win a Raid task. Another good Pokemon you can pick up from this task potentially is Piloswine, whose evolution Mamoswine is the 14th best Ice type with Powder Snow and Avalanche. You can also get an encounter with Lampent from the Winner Raid Field Research task. And Chandelure as a Mega when it does come to the game in the future is going to be the 4th best Ghost type attacker and the 6th best Fire type attacker, after both Mega Heatran and Mega Delphox come to the game, so if it does come before them it will be 4th best. Fletchinder is also available from this task, and it could be worth having for a Talonflame for Ultra League, where it is currently ranked 112, so not as relevant in the current meta as it has been in the past, but it still does see some play. Pidgeot is available as an encounter, and as a Mega it is the 13th best flying type attacker with Gust and Brave Bird, and you can get an encounter with it from the Explore 2 km Field Research task, and you can get Mega Energy for it from the Catch 10 normal type Pokemon task. Alongside Pidgeot, a possible encounter from the Explore 2 km Field Research task is Mankey, and its evolution Annihilate is strong in all 3 of the main Go Battle Leagues. But in terms of the best to get from research with the 10-10-10 IV floor, you are looking at an Annihilate for Master League, which is ranked 56. Houndour is also a possible encounter from this task, and Mega Houndoom is the 7th best Dark type with Snarl and Foul Play. Scyther could also be an option to go after, with Mega Scizor being the 5th best Bug type with Fury Cutter and X-Scissor, and Scyther is a possible encounter from the Hatch and Egg Field Research task. Amongst many other Pokemon however, including Tyrant, whose evolution Tyrantrum is a strong budget Rock type attacker, being the 18th best with Rock Throw and Meteor Beam. Having Meteor Beam, Tyrantrum is one of those Pokemon that does better with Party Power because of this 1-bar move. Sneasel is also available this season from the Hatch 2 Eggs Field Research task, and this Pokemon's evolution Weavile is the 20th best Ice type attacker with Ice Shard and Avalanche. Ralts is another great Pokemon to go after, with Mega God of War being the #1 Fairy type attacker with Charm and Dazzling Gleam, and Ralts is a possible encounter from the Spin 3 Pokestops or Gyms task. Now Snorunt is also available, and there are a couple of reasons why you might want to go after it. Firstly, Mega Glalie is the 15th best Ice type with Frost Breath and Avalanche, but in the future, Snorunt's other evolution Frostlass will get access to a Mega form as well. That will be the 5th best Ice type attacker with Powder Snow and Avalanche. Snorunt, however, is only available from the Spin 5 Pokestops or Gyms task, which is a nice easy one to do, but the amount of Pokemon available as possible rewards mean that it is going to be tough to target Snorunt in particular. Moving on, we have Whirlipede available as part of the Evolve a Pokemon research task, and this Pokemon and its evolution Scolipede don't really have much relevance currently, but it is getting access to a Mega in the future that will be the 6th best Poison type with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb, so that could be a reason to go after it. For Oshawott, Samurott is a budget Water type with Waterfall and Hydro Cannon, and Tepig's evolution Emboar has a Mega coming in the future that will be the 8th best Fire type attacker with Ember and Blast Bird, and it could be ranked even higher if it does come to the game before Mega Heatran, Mega Delphox and Mega Chandelure. And both Oshawott and Tepig are available from the Power Up a Pokemon 5 times task. Popplio is also a possible encounter, but from the Power Up a Pokemon 7 times task, and this Pokemon's evolution Primarina is ranked 45 in the Master League. Togetic could be also worth going after because Togekiss is the 15th best Fairy type with Charm and Dazzling Gleam, and it's ranked 47 in the Master League. Togetic is a possible encounter from the task that requires you to send 3 gifts and add a sticker to each. And lastly, we've got Gurder, whose evolution Conkeldurr is a decent budget fighting type, being the 23rd best with counter and dynamic punch, and you can actually get Gurder as a possible reward from the trader Pokemon task. I do also want to note that any field research tasks that reward Mega Energy are worth doing as well, those being catch 10 grass type Pokemon that offers Mega Energy for Venusaur or Sceptile, the catch 10 fire type Pokemon task that can give energy for Mega Blaziken and Charizard, the catch 10 water type Pokemon task that offers Mega Energy for Blastoise or Swampert, the catch 10 normal type Pokemon one gives Mega Pidgeot energy, and the power up Pokemon 5 times task can get you all of these Mega Energies. Now these are the best Pokemon you can get from field research currently, but if you do want to know what are the best Pokemon to power up in Pokemon Go overall, then I do recommend checking out these videos on the screen next, and I'll catch you in the next one.